Welcome back to another Xfer Sound video. Today we're going to be reviewing Vital Audio's Vital Spectral Warping Wavetable Synth. So they have a free version that we can download and a factory bank. This is available for multiple platforms, Mac, Windows, Linux. You guys can grab the early access, which is what I installed, version 1.55. And also don't forget to install the factory bank. So the factory bank can be downloaded at the bottom. So I went ahead and imported the bank. You can right click and import. You can see other controls here, browse presets, all those good controls. At first glance, I like what I see. I like this nice neutral colors. It's giving me like Photoshop vibes. It really puts focus the envelope. So really the colors are highlighted really well. First impressions on this, pretty decent, and we're gonna go through the factory bank and see what sort of power this has. Apparently this is pretty promising. There's some big names using this synthesizer. This is VST3 version. I do see that you can scale this, which is great. So you guys, if you're on a larger or smaller monitor, you're gonna really love that, scaling the UI. So we have a few tabs at the top. Voice, effects, looks like it's modular from top to bottom, very much like Serum. So if you've used Serum, you're gonna feel right at home here. Let's see if there's other effects that can be selected. Don't think so. So it's just the effect that is there. You can turn them on or off. Let's see, so we could put filter up here. Can we drag this? No. So just dragging with these. Reverb, cool. Distortion, equalizer. And as we have more, we can just scroll with mouse wheel and go to whichever that we have. So this is nice, clean UI, I would say. Pretty good user experience so far. We have a matrix section. So this is really, to me, it's reminiscent of Serum. And we have an advanced section. So this seems to be quite advanced. There seems to be a lot that you can do with this plugin. Let's come back to voice. We can see that we have oscillator 1, oscillator 2, oscillator 3. We have a SMP, it says there, so like a sampler. So right now it's on white noise, but it looks like we have some others as well. Brown noise, pink noise, some other favorites that can be brought in here. It looks like we can import sounds as well. We can see here filter 1, filter 2, destination. So it looks like we can designate where or which oscillator will be affected by which filter. And we have these macro knobs. I like this. I like it being highlighted. This is nice. This is definitely nice because we have macro 1, right? This is macro 1, macro 2, macro 3, macro 4. And then this toggle is to designate like the automation. So the communication of this is very good. I'm pretty impressed with this so far, guys. This is looking nice. Let's set it here, for instance, and see, well, how do I control the automation? Okay, so just a mouse over, you can then control in which direction, the amount. Very nice. If we go here, I can also control it here. So let's test that out. What if I assign it to other stuff? Okay. Okay. What happens if I go ahead and add it to tons of controls? Let's see what happens. Does it get like overwhelmed? Is there a limit? Let's just see. Can we break it? Okay, so it gets a little messy. It's using progressive disclosure. This is good. This is a good UX thing to use, because now that we've added too many, instead it's made a drop-down window with a folder, and we can see that they're named accordingly. Very well done. Bravo. Bravo. I'm really impressed by this, the execution of this, because we see the name, we see at the top left, modulation amount, which is really good. And, we're getting good feedback. We're getting good feedback by this. Can I reset everything? So we can see disconnections individually, disconnect all. So what happens there? Okay, cool. So now it's like reset, back to normal. We can change the name of these macros. So I can say like, I don't know, Unison. I don't see why I would change the name of the macro, but it's good to experiment. Pitchwheel, that's nice. Mod wheel. So we have the pitch wheel here. We have this mod wheel. Let's go into advanced. We have here oscillator options for each one, 1, 2, and 3. High res wavetable, so I'm not sure, you know, how that will actually sound. This again reminds me of Serum, the oversampling. So at default, it's at 2x. So let's initialize this one more time. So I right clicked and I'm gonna hit initialize preset. So we got a basic thing there. How easy is this? Love it. I love that. Attack, nice visual window. And I'm just seeing immediate feedback. I can click and hold and move this. Let's design something quickly and then we'll go through the catalog. So let's see. I like this feedback. We also have like a global master. So by default, it's at like a -6 dB. And then we have this that can be adjusted with a single left click. So we can either see it close up, the waveform, or zoomed out to see like an equalizer. So whatever you guys prefer there. Magnifying, what does that do? So it looks like clicking and holding this, a left click, I can move up to see this more zoomed in, or I can move down to see this a lot more zoomed out. So depending, maybe you're making a soundscape. If you were making a soundscape, I can see how maybe you'd kind of like do something like this. If you're making more of a pluck, like of course you'd be more zoomed in to get more granular. Depends on what you're doing really. So let's see what we can do with this. See how the effects are. Let's add a filter. Very easy to understand that by turning it on, it just adds to it. And this is so easy to understand. Guys, I love this. Thank you to the person who suggested this in the community tab. Often I'll ask you guys like, hey, what do you guys suggest? I'll check it out. I'm liking what I see so far. Just like from a UI perspective, this is killing it. Like, this is just so easy. No advanced routing, just on or off, you know? On or off. I love that, you know? And that's so important, is that we can get our inspirations quickly to the screen. I like this, a blend between low pass or high pass. Let's automate this. Beautiful animations, beautiful animation of the chorus, beautiful animation of the phaser, beautiful animation of the filter. You guys can make some killer stuff with this. This is like an instant recommend. Like, spoiler alert, fire, banger. Like, I'm just loving this. Amazing. This reminds me of OTT. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like this Unison tab is just like insanely, just quickly changing the sound radically. You even have this dice. I guess this is just going to randomize it. Okay, I wonder what this is like changing, because if I go like this, a random amp. Interesting. This is sick. There we go. So the amount of voices, 1, you know, the amount of detunes. So let's bring this to normal, none. I'm going to double click, bring it in the default. I'm going to increase the voices, and then we'll just play around. Maybe we'll do metallic. So for the respective oscillators, we have transpose amount. The synth is definitely responsive. Like I'm not having any complaints in terms of lag. I love the automation. I love just the feedback that I'm seeing from the envelopes. It's killer. It's so good. It's so good. This is a very exciting synth to use. Now I'm just thinking, oh, bend amount. That's where I was looking for. So there we go. If you guys want to bend it, 1 full octave down, 1 full octave up, I would set this to 12. I would bring this to 12 also. That way you can either automate it with this or automate it with this. So that's really good. It sounds clean, and I haven't even done much. Like this is just basic stuff. So use your voices sparingly. You could like, I'm looking at the CPU, watch, look, 16 voices, right? 16 voices, 16 voices. If I turn this down and we just look at the CPU, I mean, like we're almost using 25% just from this synth. So it's a very responsive synth, but you know, much like Serum, because it has power, you gotta be very selective and decide what you want to do. But I'm blown away, guys. This is like 100% banger certified. Like this is, y'all can make amazing stuff quickly with this. Like the ping pong delay sounds clean. The EQ sounds clean. The multiband compressor reminds me of OTT. Everything in this is amazing. This is such a good synth, and I've not seen feedback done like this. I have not. And I love the neutral look. It's just simple. It reminds me of Photoshop, where everything's just grayscale and, you know, color is used sparingly. And because of that, everything comes in the foreground. All the important stuff is right center focus. I can see chorus, compressor, delay, equalizer, filter, reverb. My eyes come to here. My eyes go to there. Boom, boom, boom. You know, this is so clean. The tabs at the top. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful. So how do we go ahead and save this? Great. So you just click the save. Let's just call this like bouncy filter. And we can give a tag to it too. Lead, you can add comment. Let's just save. Nice. And there it is, saved. And we can see it there, bouncy filter. So we've went ahead and you can left click again, back and forth. I now see stuff I can also favorite. So bouncy filter, I'm gonna press favorite. We can scroll down, we can see things, we can sort by different categories here, date. So we can sort by date, we can sort by author, style. We can also toggle favorites and see favorites organized. So if I selected these three, then it's gonna be just favorites, which is really nice. I love this so far, guys. Big thumbs up, and I've probably just scratched the surface. Let's go ahead and listen to leads and keys, and then we'll listen to singular notes like bass, percussive elements, and others. Let's go ahead and just play singular notes and just listen to everything else but what we just listened to. That's so good. There's such a good variety of stuff just with the free factory bank. Fire.
Next to Wavetable.
I love this. I think this is fire. Now, I didn't log in. When you first launch it up, it asks you to log in. I clicked offline mode. You might have to log in. I don't know exactly if this is in like a demo mode right now. I assume not, but I can't say with certainty. But overall thoughts. I think that this synthesizer is absolute fire. Amazing user experience, amazing user interface, great sound, great effects, reminiscent of Serum, and just thrown and thrusted in your hands. If you guys are making beats, like, you need this. This is like, without a doubt. Of course, it can be a little bit demanding depending on what you're designing, but that goes to say that'll be with any synth these days, right? Overall, I'd say this is an easy 9 out of 10, like easy, like no hesitation saying 9 out of 10. You know, obviously I could say 10 out of 10, but I can't give like a perfect rating to anything. So let me know if you guys use this synthesizer already. This is incredible, Vital. Thank you, the team at Vital, for releasing this free gem. Check it out in the video description. If you guys enjoyed this video, remember to smash up the like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and that way you're alerted of the daily uploads. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.